Hello, we will present our discussion about cash and liquidity. Before that, we will introduce ourselves. My name Farah Annafi NPM 87, and then
My name is Miladia Ismi NPM 79.
and then
My name is Tania Melinda NPM 93.
for the first material will present by Tania.
The first material, cash flows problem mean a business spend more money than it earns. If you spend 4,000 on rent, supply and payroll this month, for example, but only take in 3,500 in sale, you have a cash flow of negative 500. You also have project cash flow problem. If your expense outpace in anticipate sale, you have a project cash flow problem. Most businesses that have cash flows problem do so because they fail to look at their financial statement until problem become too big to handle. Even a company that makes a profit can have a negative cash flow because of the lag time shipping out product. When the customer pay and the posting date of the fund. Poor cash management could end up putting a profitable company out of business. Without cash on hand, a business may not be able to invest in assets that it needs, such as new equipment and inventory. Profits are good for a business, but are worth nothing if cash is not coming in. You may have to look to alternative loans with undesirable interest rates that cost more than a traditional loan to make up for cash shortfall.
Consider taking out a loan against business assets. This type of loan costs more because businesses that need secure loans are typically the close to failure. You can sell assets and then lease them. Lease agreements have you pay for the depreciation of the items, whereas purchasing outright is like prepaying for the lifetime use of the equipment. If you have significant outstanding receivable, some companies specialize in buying this for less than they are worth, but give you cash in hand. Ultimately, you must get product to customer faster if you want to improve your cash flow. Always deposit checks as soon as possible. Request customers pay in cash if possible, or at least with a credit card. Offer a discount if a customer pays an order faster than the standard 30 days, such as for suppliers and vendors. Keep a good relationship with them. In case you ever need to extend a payment deadline, if you usually pay early, consider sending in payment on the last day possible. The second material about liquidity. Liquidity is a measure of the extent to which a person or organization has cash to meet immediate and short-term obligations or assets that can be quickly converted to do this. In 2019 has been a year of liquidity management when the central bank worked relentlessly to ensure that the rupee and interest rates remained stable amidst inflation volatility. It has been a win-win situation for the government, RBI, and banks as the liquidity issue was addressed more than adequately with the recent dollar swap.
FY17 has been a year of liquidity management when the central bank worked relentlessly to ensure that the rupee and interest rates remain stable amidst inflation volatility. At the end of the year, it has been a win-win solution for the government, RBI, and banks as the liquidity issue was addressed more than adequately with the recent dollar swap being the surprise. The liquidity problem had its genesis in the phenomenon of bank deposit growing at a slower rate than bank credit. Deposits were affected on two scores. First, financial saving kept going down, and second, due to low interest rates, households migrate to the capital market with mutual funds being the beneficiary. The interesting fallout of a liquidity crunch is that the RBI intervened regularly in the market through law as well as almost, as the government borrowing program was large, central and state. The problem was exacerbated. This is where the RBI stepped in and has so far bought back around Rs 3 lakh crore of security from the bank.
Okay, next, assuming a rate of 7.5% on these securities, the RBI earns an additional Rs 22,500 CR of interest on Rs 3 lakh crore. This more fascinating part of this story is that the same additional income which the RBI earns under ceteris paribus condition would add the surplus of the central bank, which will get transferred back to the government, which had paid the amount of the securities in the form of the coupon payment. As far as are concerned, this is a good move, as the estimates gives which gives say 7.5%. And used into the land which at the January W, A, L, and R would be 9.8% yields a net interest income of 2.3% or 6,900. As most of the lending has been to the retail sector, this would also have low risk to the extent that corporate get these funds. They would also be better off, as tight liquidity would have raised up their cost of the funds. The dollar swap is also a win-win situation. Banks have with the forex assets of around 18.2 billion, of which 5 billion has been exchanged for cash. The successful program yielded a premium or implied forward rate of 3.75%. If we look at it from the point of view of banks, the work well, they get cash for Indy dollars being held. They can earn 9 and 8% on this fund and hence get a net return of a little above 6%. They run the risk of the rupee appreciating instead of depreciating. The 10 years forward rate was 3 and 6%, but could change in the next 2 years, and hence the 3 years cover of 3.7 and 5% is of advantage. If the money is lent, they would earn 2,100 crore a year. The alternative would have been the raise C, D, and S or keep rolling over through the ripple, which is higher at 6.2 and 5%. Therefore, a cost of 3.75% is very low, and money can be lent for longer duration. Even in instead, in G6, the net return will be 3.7 and 5%, or assuming a return of 7.5%, and banks will be better off. The RBI too is better off because when it adds to its forex kitty, the return in net terms in around 1.1%. Now the RBI can still earn this 1.1% is its forex reserve increase. but can top it up with the 3.75% gain, which is being paid by banks. Therefore, the RBI is actually earning around 4.8 and 5%, which is nearly 1,700 crore. If another round is used, this amount will double as earning will increase. Again, as these are new measures used by the RBI for balancing liquidity, these gains will show up in the surplus of the central bank, which gets transferred to the government in the form of non-tax income. Therefore, the entire liquidity balancing operations to the RBI has brought about the truly Pareto optional solution where all participants, government, RBI, banks, and borrowers are all better off and no one is worse off. Okay, that's all about the material. Thanks for your attention.
Don't forget to like and comment because it's helpful for us.
Bye bye!